Hello everybody again.
Hello.
These are the letters you know as they are by themselves, and you know when they are connected. Now, some of you asked me, I hear a vowel in this word, but I didn't see a vowel. You know, we have three major vowels, right? What are they? Alif, Waw, Ya, right? And we know how to write them. If they are in the middle of the word, we just treat them like regular letters. And if they are at the end of the word or at the beginning. Now, vowels in Arabic, these are what we call them the main vowels. We have three more that are, we call them short vowels. Okay? In Arabic, it makes a difference when you say Lynn, for example, her name, and lean. Okay? You hear one is more E in there, right? So when we say lean, that is what? What do we hear? Lean. How many letters we have in lean? We have the first one is what? Then we have, right? So, how do we connect them? Does lam connect with ya? Does ya connect with lam? Yes. Let me see. Okay, so this one we cut it off this way, and let me just make it higher so people in the back can see. So this is lam, and instead of the belly, we just take it off. We just took it off. And yeah, it is just like that, if you remember. And then how do we write noon? Same way. So this is what? Lean. Okay, so somebody can ask me, and I have been asked this question, how do I write len, not lean? And it sounds the same, like you know in len in English, L-Y-N-N. So there's a Y in there. But you don't give it the full extent of the ya. We don't say lean is this, but her name is not lean. Her name is Len. So len is what we call short ya. A short of this. Right? A short of ya, in this case, it will be Hashim, did you want to say something?
Actually, it's not necessarily one short ya, it's called kasra.
Okay. Thank you. Len has short ya. Well, it's not really ya, because len, if we want to write len is lam and noon. Right? So how do we say it? How do we read this? Is it lan or lon or lin? How do you know?
You must have a soft vowel.
We must have something else to tell us how to pronounce that, right? So we're going to keep these two. And we have the alif, like we said, wow and ya. In return, we have, for the alif, we have a dash. That's a dash you see in some word. And we call them in Arabic haraka. And that is movement. You know, something to move the letter. Because you need to think of a letter as an object, like on a table. Remember, we're talking about baseline, vocal baseline. That object, do we want to lift it up or drop it down or take it forward? So think of a letter as an object. Alif, we pronounce it as right? If you look at your arm like that, let's use our arms as a tool. See, like audio, people work with audio. Arm length, okay? Fatha, or this one movement, we say okay, not So that's how you know it is a letter alif or it is just the little fatha. So this is fatha. which is the bar that is short of what? Alif. Okay? The same thing, we have waw. How do we pronounce waw? Ooh. Okay? So if you hear the sound of the vowel deep, that is a full letter. Like ooh. Okay? I'm trying to think of a word. We know lean and len. Lean is yeah. Len is coming up next. But here, let's go back to the waw. The notation for that short one from oo to oo. The notation is the same waw, just much smaller. Okay? Now, yeah, like we said, lean. You can tell it's a deep, yeah. And the notation is just like this bar, but it is underneath. So we have E and we have E. Okay? Try, if you don't like the arm technique, you can use any other technique you like. Whether it is half a second, quarter second, Len, let's go back to your name. Your name now is, everybody knows your name. So, Len, we have two letters. She says her name is Len. So what do we hear? Lam, and then what's the next sound? E, right? Li, right? So where do we put this bar? Underneath. That will make lam sound li, not la. So li is below, la is up. U, go straight. So this is li. Okay? If we had this up here, what would it have been? Can you read it together? Lan. Lan, yeah, you're right. Lan, not lan. Right? Difference. There's a difference in there. Okay, so her name is Len. So we learned the one on top, short vowel for alif, which is fatha. I will write them down, just one moment. Short vowel for waw, which is u, dhamma. Short vowel for ya, which is I, kasra. Kasra. Now, when we said len, what happens to the noon, right? I mean, we know fatha taking the thing up in your voice. We know dhamma is u. We know this one is I. But when we stopped, len, we stop. Can somebody open the door, please? All right.
What's the password?
Yeah, it's a password. Yeah. Okay. So we have, like we said, we have the a and u and I for those. And now we know how to pronounce len with kasra underneath the lam. How about noon? We didn't go anywhere with noon, right? We just stopped there. So we actually, when you have quietness or silence, you full stop, right? Len, you stop. When you stop, that's when we call little circle over there. That means in this letter you need to stop. It's not fatha, it is not dhamma, it's not kasra. It is, you stay there. So this is len, that's it. Not lina, not linu, not lini, it is len. Okay, let me write them, the names, and help you a little bit with the baseline. This is, let's say, the baseline. So fatha goes on top of the letter, always. Okay? Fatha goes on top, like that. It can be tilted like that. It can be horizontal. It doesn't really matter much. But this is just for, we like to make things look nicer. So, Fatha. And it is written Fatha. What's the first letter? Fa. Then Ta. Then Ha. Fatha. 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 Okay? And this is just, this is again Dhamma. So Fatha sounds like A. Okay? A. Dhamma sounds U. U. Okay? And we write it. That's one of the letters. I'm getting weak. Ba. That's your favorite letter right here. Mim. Bam. And we have Ta, which is Dhamma. Fatha. Dhamma. Okay? And we have underneath the letter, normally, Kasra. Similar to this one, only the location in the top of the letter or underneath. So this is what? Kasra. Okay? K, Kaf, not K. K, but that's a good start. Ka, Sin, Kasra. Okay?
What's the line going this way above the K?
This one?
Yeah.
That's part of a K. Remember, it's like da, like dal, and then this. I'm just writing it this way. This part is K. Kaf.
Do you put that line, you start up there and go like this, or you put the regular
You can,
back?
in this way, you can. I normally do it like this and keep going. But that's me. There's nothing wrong either way. So this is Kasra. And the last one, when we just stop or we don't move the letter anywhere, it is what? Sukoon. Okay, which is a little circle on top of the letter. And this is Sin, remember the three, and then Kaf, then Waw, then Noon. Right? Now you notice all of them are on top of the baseline. They all go on top of the letters, except one. So only one goes underneath, and that is the Kasra. Okay? All right. Yes?
So why don't we add short vowels to Fatha?
Yes, that's a good question. Now, we have Fatha. No, we write actually in daily life, most of the time we don't use these. These are just for new beginners, like you guys. You want to learn, you don't know the words, you don't know how they're pronounced. This is to help people to know how it is pronounced. But normally we don't write them like I just did. But let's say we want to write them down. Okay? The first one, Fatha. You hear there's no vowels here at all, right? And in the whole word, there's no vowels. So, fa. Like that. Fat. So the fatha here on fa made us say fa, not fi, not fu. That's why we said fa. Then the next one, fat. You hardly hear it because it's not going anywhere. Fat. So that's what? Sukoon. When that happens here, it's not fatu, it's not fata, It's not fatty, it's fat. And you give that letter its space in pronunciation. When you say it, give it its time, like fat. Okay, fat, ha, ha. So that's a good exercise. So this is fatha. This is ba, dhamma. Okay, ka, kas, ra, kas, ra. This is su. So what is it? Su. 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 Ku. It's not suk, it's suku. So suku. Sukun. And the difference between, again, dhamma and waw, in this case, sukun. This is waw. Sukun. Not sukun. Sukun. Yes. Now we're going to do a lot of practice about these. Now, we're going to see these letters one at a time. This is letter what? Ba. Right? Now, this is how do we write. If you see the shaded ba right here, if you guys have the, I know some of you have the book, most of you don't, but I don't really want to, well, I will give you all the meanings of these pictures. You can write it on your book, you know, like here, you can just write what does the thing mean in English, so you know these are kind of, you know, start learning the vocabulary. And but we will go kind of a little bit fast because we have a lot of pages to cover. Just, you know, for the things, and then you can memorize some of the words in your own time. But the point is that I will show you two things here about the movements, which is fatha, dhamma, kasra, and sukun. How are they written, and where, and how to pronounce them. At the same time, we will show you how to connect those letters, each one by itself. This is like exercise to do that. So enough learning now, just practice. This is, can anybody pronounce this letter right here? Ba, not ba. See, this is ba with alif. But if this letter by itself with fatha, you see the little fatha on top? Okay, let me turn the sound up a little bit. Yeah, we have a helper here. Okay, so that's ba. And how about this one? Bu. Okay, this one? Okay, B. Okay, and this one has, I don't know if you see it, but it should have a little sukoon on top. A little circle, okay? B. Like B. You don't go anywhere with that. B. Okay? We have these words. What is that? House. Good. So you don't need to write it down because you already know it. A hint, these words, they are color coded with the letter that we are studying. Okay? So we are, in this slide, we are talking about the letter ba, right? And ba, in this example, for a house, what is the name of the house in Arabic? Can you read this word? Yes, you guys are right. Just speak it louder. Let me hear it. That's very nice. You're trying to apply the fatha The first letter is what? B. And what does it have on it? Fatha. Say it. Fatha. So this is B. It is not Ba. It is B. So we have B. What do we have after B? Yeah. So what's the sound of ya? So we say Bai. Right? The last one is what? So we say Bait. That is house. How about we try another one? Okay. Now we got two. We got two things going on over there. So remember, we're still on the letter Ba. So yes, thank you. That was good pronunciation. What's the first letter right here? Jim. Right. So does Jim has anything on top? Yes. What is it? Fatha. Okay. So how do you pronounce it? Ja. Okay. Okay. And the next one is what? What letter? Yeah. So we have fatha on it also. So it is what? How do you pronounce it together? Jaba. Remember? It's the same thing. Jaba. Yeah, not jaba, because that's alif. So jaba. And then we have what? Lam. And remember, if it's the last letter on the word, we just stop there. Jabal. Right? No, just Jabal. Yeah, Jabal. Mountain, yes. So that's mountain. So this is what? Jabal. Okay. This one. So where is the ba here? At the end, right? Is it connected or is it not connected? Connected to what? Lam, right? So can somebody tell me only the second part of the word? How does it pronounce? Okay, look again and see. We have lam and ba, right? And you have one haraka in there. Lib. Lib. So that's the second part of the word. The first part. Yeah, that's better. Ta. So we have ta, lib. Yes. And that's a student. Thank you. So we have ta, lib. And again, it is highlighted with red because to show you how it is connected and written at the end. It is the full shape of the letter. You see it has the curve at the ending, and also it has the little extension that connects with the previous letter, right? And that's our first word. Anybody remember that one? Yeah. Yeah. So bab here by itself, and there are no movements in there. So that's the ba exercise. And we can let's try this one. What is this letter? Mim. Yes. And again, let's say that. The next one? Oh, that's the last one. I'm sorry. And this one? Let's go to the words. The last letter is hard to pronounce, I understand, but you can still try it. The first one is what? The first letter is Mim, and has what on it? Kasra. Yeah, that makes it what? Me. And then this one, lam. Yeah, if it doesn't have anything on it, normally, if everything else is notated, has a notation on it, you can just assume it has a sukoon, because sukoon is a safe way to go. So this is what? Milh. 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 Okay. Nadkh. Milh. I wouldn't. You see, kha is another letter, so you just need to practice that one. Milh. You start with the ha, saying milh, like H, milh, but then you take it to ha slowly. Yeah.
That is salt?
That is salt. This one, what is this anyway? Anybody?
Dates.
Dates. So we have ta. Remember, if there is nothing there, you can assume it is a sukoon. So tamr. Tamr. Yes. And mim, like we said, in the middle, also written like that, as it is shown here at the top. That's date. We're still on the mim letter. Come on, who's gonna read this word? First one is what? Ayn. We say a. La. So that is together is what? Ala. Then we end it with alam. Alam. Right? Let's see.
Alam.
Yes. That's a flag. First one with the 3 dots. That's good. So we just follow the vowel in this case. We have a vowel in the middle. Thum. And we have mim at the end. So it is thum.
Thum.
Yes, and that is garlic. Yeah. This one, a word from 2 letters. Yeah. Not fa, not fa. Yeah. So we end it with mim. Fam. Fam. And that is mouth.
Thumb.
Yes. This one is, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. And haraka, only 1 haraka. What is it? The first letter. So it's mi. Mi. Then we have fa. Good, you guys. So together is what? Mif. Mif. And like we said, you assume there's a sukoon in there. So it is mif. Then we start from the next letter again. Mif. What do we have next? So miftah. Miftah. At the end is miftah. Okay?
Miftah.
And that is a key, if you don't notice. So. Okay, here. Yeah, that's a little. We have 2 things, not just 1 here. Hamza and Fatha on it, right? So we have what? After a, what's the next letter? You have one missing there. Did you miss it? An. And the last one is fa. So together is what? Anf. And anf is? Yes. And we are, we're practicing the fa letter so far. We're down to 3, 4. This one. Kha. Then what do we have after kha? Ra. So we have khar. No, khar. Then after ra, what do we have? Kharu. Kharoof. Yes. Kharoof. Kharoof. And that means, like lamb, and to be more specific, yeah. Now we are the letter that you guys like, which is what? Wow. Wow is always written like that, at the end, at the beginning, in the middle. So wow with fatha is what? Remember? Ooh. Okay, this one is what? Okay. Wa, and then we have the second letter is what? Wa, wala. Then we have the last one is da. Yes. So we have all together walad. Yes. And walad is? Yes, a boy. First one with fatha is what? Ja. Then we have what? Ra. So together is jar. Jar. Then we have wow after that. So jaru. Jaru is a puppy.
Jaru.
Yeah. Yeah, I see there's a lot of exercises, and practice cards that we can use, and it is good to know how the letter is written in the middle or at the end, but this is an easy one. Okay, first one is what? Fa. And next letter is? So together is? Fu. And the last one is? Together is what? Fool. Like fool. Somebody's fool. But that's a word in Arabic which means the fava beans. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like the first letter is, what does it have on it? Dhamma. No, Dhamma, yes. So, noon with Dhamma, how does it sound? No, right? No. Then we have Qaf, yes. So this is Nuq. And then Wow, Nuqu. And then we have what? Dal. So it is Nuqud. Right? And Nuqud means? money. Yeah, this. So tha. Again. This one. Tha with fatha is what? Okay, you see the kasra is always underneath. Everything else, all of the other movements are on top of the baseline, right? On top of the letters, but kasra is underneath. And tha, like we said before, at the beginning or in the middle, it is like that. We write it like this without the fancy ending, right? And that's how it is complete. This one, yeah, first you start with the fatha on tha, then you turn to waw, like thaw, okay, thaw, and then we end with what? We end it with the ba, thawb, yes. And thawb means a dress. Yes. Well, I mean, in the Middle East, we have dresses for men like that, like long dresses for men, and we call them thawb. And yeah, most likely for men. This is yeah, that's a longer word. Let's see if you guys can handle this one. Is it ta or t? So it's not ta, it's t. Then what? Meme, right? So we have together is what? Tim. Like the name, Tim. Tim. Okay, we got Tim. What's after that? Okay, so tha goes with the next vowel together, Tim, tha, and you stop with, you end it with what? Il, timthal. Yeah, timthal. Yeah, timthal is statue. You know, we have something called shadda. Okay, it's one of another notation. You know, I'm expecting to get a few things as we go that you did not take, just the little things here and there, and we will explain them as we go. It is, I think, the much easier way to do it. So, just like we said, we have fatha, dhamma, kasra. These are kind of notations and marks we put on the words to show us how to pronounce it, right? So, in English, when you want to say the letter and stress on it longer than usual, you put two letters, like, you know, tomorrow with the R's, or, you know, when you say the letter longer than its own room or its own length in time, you put two letters in there. In Arabic, we don't have to do that. Well, it is the same, but we have another notation to say that. If we have two letters happen to be in the word and we want to stress on that letter, for example, this word, we have, can anybody read it with the first one, meme, and we have dhamma on it, which is what? Mu. Then we have tha, and the tha has what? Fatha. So it is mutha. Mutha. And we have what after that? Lam. And the lam has fatha and something else. That something else, just consider it not there now. Don't look at it. We have fatha there. So how do we pronounce it? Mutha, مثلى. مثلى, then we have tha at the end, it will become مثلث. But that's not the word. Okay? The word is مثلث. You see, we have the lam, we spend so much time saying it. مثلث. It's like you saying it twice. At the beginning of the speech, مثل, then again, leth. So the word, in fact, is, you guys need this? No. So if you want to pronounce this word correctly, you should read it like this. Mu, tha, muthal, then leth. So mu, thal, leth. You see? Mu, thal, this is sukoon in here. Muthal, you stop there. Then you have la. La, then we have tha. You know, this is just the sukoon here only because we stopped. So you consider it is sukoon because we stopped. So it is muthal leth. Okay? If we want to write it this way, only one word, because we know lam connects with lam as well. Right? So we can write it like this. Mim, tha, lam, then lam again, then tha. Right? And the harakat, the notations, mu, thal, leth. Mu, thal, leth. You following? Okay. So there is a notation which is, you see up here, we call it, it's like a little W, right? We call it shadda. And shadda in Arabic, you know, it is when you stress on something, you know, that is shadda. You know, you make it stronger or you make it sound, strong. So when we put shadda, you know, since we have two letters, sometimes we can combine them with one and put the shadda on the letter to tell us these are two of the same letter. It is just that simple. So we can actually substitute, instead of doing that, we can do this, mim, tha, right? And then lam, and then tha again. Right? Now we only have, this is mu, tha, right? This one, what do we need to put on it? Because we had two lambs, now we have only one. We put the shadda, this shadda, right? So let's give it different color. This shadda means that these are two lambs. The first one has sukoon. That's already included in the shadda notation. You need to know. The first one has sukoon. What does the second one have? We don't know. We don't know. This word has fatha. So, to tell the shadda, the fatha comes down. Because this is muthal, then we need to go la for the second one. Yeah, it needs a little focus, but it is really nice when you know it. You know, muthal, that is, we put the shadda because there are two letters in there, and then the fatha tell us the second lam, it goes up like la, remember? So let's say if this was not a fatha, this was a dhamma, it will be muthal lu, exactly. And if it was underneath and there's nothing here, it will be muthal li, muthallith. There's no word like that, but that's how it pronounces. You know, that's how we pronounce it. So we can say مثلى, مثلي, مثلو, depending on the حركة we put in there. Yes.
You said that experienced writers eventually know the words so they don't write some of these things. Do you always still write the chedda, or is that?
I mean, I recommend even experienced writers to do the shadda and to do harakat as much as you can, because it can change the meaning. Although, you know, back in the days they didn't have none of this, none of these harakat. The shadda is normally one of those you add, but you still find people don't add it. Yes. People tend to add harakat, whether it is fatha or dhamma or shadda or any of these movements. They tend to do that in official business to make sure, especially, you know, legal documents, to make sure there is no room for mistakes. You read it, you understand it. And if I write some words, it can change the meaning. If the haraka or the movement would be different, I make sure I put that so you know. Right? Yeah, just in case if you need it. But normally I would recommend that you always do it until you feel you don't need it. So that was about the shadda. So here we have مثلث, مثل. See, مثلث. Always take a shadda as two letters, two similar letters. The first one has sukoon, the second one has the haraka, the movement that it will follow the shadda. It will be attached to the shadda. It always has to be with it. Alright? Kasra, as I said, always underneath the letter, except in some cases it can be both, like here the same مثلث. You can put the kasra here, which is still correct. Some people, when they do the shadda over here, they put the kasra actually underneath this. Some people get confused, you know, since it is on top of the letter, why it is not fatha. But you know, they will tell you, we have a shadda, it's underneath the shadda, you get it, it's a kasra, deal with it, or something like that. But in this case, just this is in case if you came across something like that. But if you put it underneath, it is correct. If you put it underneath, on top of the letter, underneath something else, it is correct. Alright? And what is مثلث after all? Triangle. Thank you. That was very good. I think we can do just one more slide and then this one. I mean one more letter. Ha. 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 Then what do we have after alif? And the dal has what? D. D has kasra, which is D. Hadi. And then we end it with fa. So ha, death. Ha, death. And it means accident. It could be any kind of accident. It doesn't have to be a car accident. Right? After مثلث. We start after مثلث. Okay. ذال, حرف الذال, the letter ذال. This is ذهب, gold. جرذ, which is like a rat. بذور, seeds. قنفذ. We're going to go kind of quickly through the rest of the words. The letter dha, always try to remember or to notice how the letter is written at the beginning or in the middle or at the end of the word. So here we have ظرف, which is envelope. منظار, this is ظرف. منظار. استيقظ, woke up. ألفاظ, these are like words and expressions, we call them ألفاظ. The next slide, تاء. We're talking about the letter تاء here, and I think we explained that also. تاج, crown. كتاب, book. بنت, girl. بنات, girls. مدينة, city. كرة, a ball. Next sheet, the letter دال. ديك, قرد, monkey. حديقة, garden or backyard. سعيد, happy. Yeah, I shouldn't really be mentioning the things you already know from the pictures. طبل, drum. مطار, airport. خيط, strings or yarn. وطواط, pat. سمكة, fish. نسر, eagle. شمس, sun. جرس, bell. The letter زاي. زرافة, giraffe. موز, غزال, deer. خبز, bread. Next slide, صاد is the letter. صورة, picture. حصان, horse. قفص, cage, bird cage or any cage. قرص, this is like a disc-like, it doesn't have to be a CD, anything in a disc-like shape. The راء letter, رجل, a man. نار, fire. شجرة, tree. قمر, moon. The noon letter, حرف النون. نمر, tiger. عنب, grapes. سمين, overweight. لسان, tongue. The lamb letter, لحم, meat. سلم, ladder. عسل, honey. برتقال, oranges. The next slide, the ضاد letter. ضابط, that's a lieutenant. مضرب, بيض. حوض, is like a water container, or it could also mean the bathtub, but doesn't only have to be a bathtub. The ya letter. يد, hand. حليب, milk. ظبي, Another can of deer. Shy, that is tea. You need to know that word. Sheen, the sheen letter. شارع, street. عشب, grass. ريش, feather. فراش, bed. جيم, the letter جيم. جمل, camel. حجر, stone. ثلج, snow. درج, stairs. The kaf letter. كلب, dog. مكتبة, مكتبة, library. ملك, king. أسماك, fish, as plural. The letter Kha, oh, before that, I think we missed one. Yeah, we missed two. The letter Qaf, qalam, pen or pencil. Anything to write with is qalam. Baqarah, cow. Nafaq, nafaq, a tunnel. Waraq, papers. Next one, ghain, غيوم, clouds. صغير, small. تبغ, tobacco. دماغ, brain. The Kha letter. خاتم, ring. نخلة, palm tree. مطبخ, kitchen. طباخ, a chef. Next, the letter Ha. حمار, a donkey. محفظة, wallet. يسبح, swimming. مصباح, a light, a lantern. The letter Ain. Ain, you all know that one. ملعقة, spoon. يسمع, hears. قناع, mask. The letter Ha. هاتف, phone. نهر, river. منبه, alarm clock or alarming device. وجوه, faces. The letter Hamza. أسد, lion. دائرة, circle. لؤلؤ, pearl. شاطئ, beach. ماء, water. مزارع, farmer. حلوى, desserts. So they combined Hamza and Alif, and how are they written in separate location, and then that's it. Well, and thank you again very much for coming, and see you next time. Thank you. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إذا أعجبكم هذا الفيديو فنحن بحاجة إلى دعمكم لقناتنا من خلال 3 أمور. الأمر الأول وهو الإعجاب بالفيديو، الأمر الثاني وهو المشاركة، والأمر الثالث وهو الاشتراك في القناة لكي يصلكم كل ما هو جديد. كما نرحب بتعليقاتكم وآرائكم على الفيديو. شكرا لكم والسلام عليكم.